It is Sunday, the 1st of October, 2017. I'm in front of the Unitarian Church of Montreal, and I'm looking at a section of sidewalk that did have a chalk slogan on it when I was here earlier this morning, but it's clearly been erased by most certainly most likely someone from the Unitarian Church of Montreal. It looks like it was actually erased a little while ago. I went away to have a coffee at around, I guess, a little bit before 11 o'clock, and it is now 11:58, so been away for about an hour. And good day. And these guys saw the picket signs and seemed amused by them, so let's just have a look at what the picket signs say. Unitarian Universalists misuse blasphemy law to cover up and deny pedophilia and rape. Very truthful statement that is supported by the fact that the Unitarian Universalist Association in Boston hired Stikeman Elliott Barristers and Solicitors litigation lawyer, Maitre Marc-Andre Coulombe, to have me served with the arrogant and aggressive cease and desist demand letter that falsely accused me of the archaic criminal act of blasphemous libel for allegedly making unfounded and vicious allegations to the effect that ministers of the Unitarian Universalist Association engage in such despicable crimes as pedophilia and rape, if I can borrow a choice phrase from that letter. And or actually a couple of choice phrases. So anyhow, Unitarians are still hiding the truth by erasing my chalk slogans, which protest against the cover-up and denial of child sex abuse committed by Unitarian Universalist ministers. And since they did erase this morning's chalk slogans, I think I'm just going to rewrite them, as I got plenty of chalk left. Although, to be honest, I'm not sure I want to waste it too much because I only have a certain amount. I should actually maybe go buy some more before using up too much of it. I think I'll rewrite one of the slogans. So anyhow, I just decided I would go away for an hour or so and come back as people were exiting the church after the service. So I guess I probably shouldn't have stayed away quite as long as I did. If I'd come back 15 or 20 minutes ago, might have caught them in the act of erasing the chalk slogans. But anyway, we'll circulate with some picket signs. I'm not going to rewrite the chalk slogans just yet, but I think I will write at least one new chalk slogan so they can come out and erase it again. Anyhow, so looks like the wind is blowing down. Oh, here comes Shoshana Green. Shoshana Green is one of the people who has been involved in the erasure of my chalk slogans in the past. So Shoshana Green, who we see right in front of us here, is just one of the Unitarian Universalist women who involved themselves in concealing pedophilia and rape. Good day, sir.
Yeah, how are you?
Very good, very good.
Beautiful sign.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, I know you guys over the years,
Right,
but I haven't been around for a long time.
right, right.
You remember when you were in Sherbrooke?
No, the Unitarian. Oh yeah, Sherbrooke Street. I thought you meant the city of Sherbrooke.
No, Sherbrooke.
There's only three. Yeah, I remember the church in Sherbrooke.
I'm going back. There's
Right.
a guy I used to go with. There's a Jerry Casanel. I don't even remember him.
No, I don't. No,
He died.
Right.
But
Yeah,
guys
well,
like
I
him,
think
they-
a lot of them died. Yeah.
Yes. No, I know.
So I shouldn't be so sarcastic,
Listen,
but.
you make it sound so unique. He died. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's
You,
it.
me,
Yeah, yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
But listen,
Yeah.
Jerry was a great guy. He was
Right.
a social worker.
Right.
He had an organization called My Brother's Keeper,
Right.
and he used to take kids to trip. I think you know him.
Remind me his name again.
His name was Jerry Casanel.
Casanel.
The Jewish guy. He was Jewish.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of another Jerry, but
Okay,
and he
because
wasn't even a member of the church. But
Oh yeah, because he used to go there a lot because
Yeah, yeah.
he was very close to the passing day. Remember
Charles Edis.
Charles Edis?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, he
yeah,
went
yeah.
back with Edis. They were friends for
Right,
a long time.
right.
So, and then they came here. I came here with him a few times.
Yeah.
When they moved here.
Right.
I remember that.
The mid '90s.
But
yeah.
right now I haven't got the time because
Yeah.
I go to another church in
Right.
NDG,
Right.
Montreal West United Church.
Right.
And I'm on the choir, so I'm
Right.
tied down. I have to
Right,
be able.
right.
But I'm going to try and visit them again.
Right.
The service is at what time? On Sunday?
It starts at 10:30.
Okay, I'm going to try. Okay. But
Right.
listen, you're the great man.
Well, I consider it a unique honor and privilege to be accused of blasphemy by Unitarians. So,
Yeah.
so
Okay, Shakespeare.
okay, good day, sir. Yeah.
Right.
So there you got the bus here taking someone, but yeah, I don't know if this guy seems slightly confused. he doesn't perhaps understand that I'm actually protesting against some problems with not just the Unitarian Church of Montreal, but the larger Unitarian Universalist religious community. So I see some people leaving the church here. Anywho, but yeah, I guess pretty much anyone who can be accused of blasphemy by Unitarians in the 21st century is a great man. I'll take that as a compliment. So I'm not quite sure who these people are. They don't look all that familiar. But maybe just some people visiting the Unitarian Church of Montreal for one reason or another. Anyhow. So there goes Shoshana Green again, who happens to be a chaplain with the Unitarian Church of Montreal. She presides over weddings, and besides presiding over weddings, she helps the Unitarian Church of Montreal conceal such despicable crimes as pedophilia and rape committed by certain Unitarian Universalist ministers like Reverend Mac Wallace Mitchell and various others. I suppose we could add Reverend Ron Robinson to the list of Unitarian Universalist pedophiles. He was recently convicted of accessing child porn. If you Google Reverend Ron Robinson Unitarian or Reverend Ronald Eugene Robinson, Unitarian Universalist, especially if you throw in child porn or child pornography, you'll find some recent newspaper reports about the arrest of Reverend Ron Robinson on child porn charges that apparently go back to 2015 in terms of the police first becoming aware of Reverend Ron Robinson's involvement in such things. So anyhow, the ever so Christian Unitarian Universalist, Reverend Ron, or Ronald Eugene Robinson, recently convicted of child porn charges. I think he had a pretty substantial jail sentence. I think it was like something like 57 months in prison sentence for accessing child porn. So that's yeah, I think we can throw Reverend Ron Robinson into the mix of Unitarian Universalist pedophiles. So anyhow, yeah, we'll just continue our little protest here. Just keep it up for maybe a full half hour as people are exiting the Unitarian Church of Montreal. I believe there's some kind of talk at 12:30, so people might show up for the talk. So I think I'll stick around till 12:30 or so.
It's safe for me there.
Well, yeah, I guess they wouldn't rape you, no.
They're not raping anybody there.
That may be true. You know, maybe not raping anyone, but they're hiding rape committed by Unitarian Universalist ministers. They're hiding pedophilia committed by Unitarian Universalist ministers instead of dealing properly with it. And you know, they're
Sorry you feel that way.
no, it's not a question of feeling that way. It's what they do when they erase my chalk slogans. They're hiding it. So this woman comes out and says, I'm safe. Well, yeah, you know, there's like lots of Roman Catholics who are safe from being molested or raped by Roman Catholic clergy, but that doesn't mean they should be totally unconcerned about what goes on inside their religious community. And so this woman is like, oh, I'm all right, Jack. You know, I haven't been raped, I haven't been molested, so I guess I have nothing to worry about. So anyhow, that's a typical attitude that they have. It's like, hey, it's not affecting me, so it's not my problem. Very, very typical kind of willful ignorance and psychological denial. That you know, it's not just Unitarian Universalists who behave in that way by any means. I'm sure there are Roman Catholics who feel that they're safe, you know, that they haven't been raped themselves, they haven't been molested themselves, so they're all right, Jack. So anywho, so the woman that just rode by in the salmon colored oh wait. So I got a little reaction from the guy in the card. He clearly read the unsafe sect picket sign slogan. So je manifeste contre des problèmes avec l'Église ici, mais aussi en général, oui. Merci. So the guy says, good luck, bon chance. He asked me if I am protesting against, you know, this church in particular, which I said, well, yes, I'm protesting against problems with this church, but, you know, the church in general. Now, by that I meant Unitarian Universalist religious community in general, but yeah, it can be broadened out to other churches, and maybe that's how he understood it. Anyhow, he's obviously francophone, but he clearly understood my unsafe sect picket sign slogan. In French it would be secte malsaine, but it doesn't really have the same zing to it as the pun on safe sex does. So anyhow, we shall continue to circulate here, but it's nice to get a bon chance, a good luck, and a thumbs up from a member of the public who sees my protest. It balances out some of the negative responses I had earlier today. I had some positive ones too, but I had two clearly negative, responses to my protest this morning, mixed in with a certain number of positive ones. But yes, I won't say it's evenly balanced, but it's today, taken out of context from the overall protest, we've got two negative responses to a handful of positive responses. So it's not quite the overwhelming positive support that I get in comparison to negative responses. But if you average it out over the whole protest, we're looking at about 1 or 2 negative responses out of 10 negative responses on average. So basically, let's say there's 2 negative responses and 8 positive responses on average. Well, that's still 4 times as many positive responses as negative responses, and I actually believe the ratio is closer to 9-to-1 positive negative. But heck, if I get 80% positive response from the public, that's quite good enough. We got some wind here, and blowing quite strongly from the west.